Will this one get me to 1,000,000 views? Hi everyone, I'm Jacob, I'm the CowHatLibrarian, and I've got an interesting one today. It's 1,000,000 Views by Aaron Starmer. This one, I liked it. It is a really good book, I think, to give to kids who have aspirations of becoming a professional YouTuber or influencer or streamer or anyone else, to show how much work is involved and how the road to glory is not easy. Brewster's our hero. He loves making short videos for his YouTube channel, and he's convinced that one of these days he's going to make one that goes viral and gets him 1,000,000 views, and that's his ticket to stardom on YouTube. He's got a camera, he's got some basic editing software, he's got a small green piece of fabric that he can use as a green screen, and he thinks he's found the perfect way to get a viral video. He plans to make a 10-second video called "What to Do with Friends Who Don't Return Your Text Messages" that features him pushing a friend into a bottomless pit. He thinks it's hilarious and that the response will be huge and he'll get his 1,000,000 views. But it's kind of tricky working on this on your own. His father isn't around, his mom's always working, his sibling is engrossed in other things, and Brewster has to recruit help elsewhere. So he's a nearby neighbor named Carly who happens to be biking around, and he recruits her. She agrees to be the person pushed in the video in exchange for some favors later, and she falls onto the green screen dramatically and overacts, and it doesn't work out quite how Brewster wanted, but he's willing to work with her and he's glad he's got some help. But the end result isn't great and they need to refilm it. And so they make plans to get together later, and Carly brings someone else. Carly brings in Rosa, a friend of hers, to help produce the video. Well, not the video Brewster had in mind though. She has an idea to create an epic movie trailer starring Carly with Brewster as the director, and things blow up from there. Even though they don't have an actual movie or script or anything else, they start trying to produce this movie trailer, and it quickly goes beyond anything Brewster's done before, because he has to deal with an actor, he has to deal with a producer, they have to find costume people and people who can deal with the special effects and people who actually know about the production side of things to help Brewster stay on task, because previously he's focused on the directing side of it, the setting up of shots to take and the editing. And it blows up into an enormous project with tons of personalities and egos that need to be balanced. It's really fun. It felt true to life. It was great to see how a small project could spiral way out of control. I really felt for every character in this who said, "Don't you make movie trailers out of the movie you've already shot?" And Carly and Rosa just sort of bulldozing through it, saying, "No, we're going to make this movie trailer and then we'll make the movie after." And that was a lot of fun. All the difficulties inherent to making it were laid out in excruciating detail. I think most readers will feel very bad for Brewster as the difficulty ramps up and each new challenge arises, even though his crew keeps growing. I think readers will really empathize with Brewster as he faces each new challenge, and the difficulties of making this movie trailer keep growing. And I think, like I said before, it might be a good one to recommend to kids who think that they can become a YouTube star and that all they need is 1 or 2 videos that are easy to make and they'll be the next Mr. Beast or Aphmau. And it exposes some of the hard work that goes into it. I recommend it. I liked it. I liked the way the friends worked together. It felt a little bit like Lasagna Means I Love You. It's a big quest that this kid is on with definite goals, and the project sort of blows out of proportion, and there are all sorts of setbacks. So if you liked Lasagna Means I Love You, I think there's stuff to like here too. And yeah, I recommend it. Now, with that said, it wasn't perfect. There are spoilers ahead, because I have to talk about the deal breaker. Okay, the deal breaker is this. When things fall apart, there's major Deus Ex Machina happening. Rosa drops out. She can't continue funding this thing. It turns out she'd been using money from the emergency credit card her parents got her, and that she wasn't allowed to be spending the money on all this stuff for this trailer. And she drops out. They don't have the money they need to buy this used go-kart they need for a shot in the trailer. And basically, out of nowhere, Brewster has someone who gives him a check for $500 and convinces her mom to give him a ride to pick up the go-kart. Now, it's established earlier in the story that Brewster had done this kid a favor once. I believe he gave her a bike and didn't ask anything for it. He knew that she'd get a lot out of using it and he wouldn't. And so she felt she was returning the favor. But it came out of nowhere. It feels a little bit like the author wasn't sure how to get them out of this big mess. And so, hey, there's this character who can give him $500. Oh, let's put in a little backstory earlier in the book that he once did her a favor. It seems a little convenient. It came out of nowhere. It allowed them to amp up the drama with Rosa, which was fine, but it came across as a little easy, I guess. But still, this is a minor complaint. I still liked it quite a bit. I think it's good. I recommend it. Go borrow it from your public library. And on that note, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell a mayor, tell your council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where some libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to continue improving the services, programs, and materials they offer. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. If by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the CowHat Library. Thank you. Bye now.